What's up guys, my name is Jay and right now you're watching Enhanced Trades, and in this video what I'm going to be talking about is my exact strategy and my exact guide completely revealed on how I trade futures and how I use the Enhanced Trades algo to make money in the markets, right? So before we get started, two quick things I do have to say. First, definitely do hit that subscribe button if you're new, hit that like button. It helps us out a lot and I'm always appreciative about that. Two is that, again, we are not a licensed professional, so please do note that. And this is all on everything on YouTube is just for entertainment purposes and just to help people out. It's more of like a blog. And now that that's over, remember that there's always a disclaimer in the bottom. Read that if you want to, but let's just jump right into it, right? So on my screen, what you're watching is the Enhanced Trades algo and the signals that it provides. And how it works is, if you're new, is it's a pre-momentum algo where it's trying to find entries in the market right before the big momentum moves happen, just like this one on November 4th, right? So how it works is you get the alert, you enter one tick above, and then you ride it out to our profit levels. There's a whole another video on what the algo is and how it works, which I will leave in the link below. You guys can watch that as well. And yeah, but let's get into the best part, right? How do I trade the algo? How am I making money with the algo, right? So let me explain that. First things first, I do have my rules typed out for you guys. I will leave a link below for it, right down below, and you guys can have it for your own records if you want to use it. Amazing, right? But here are my personal rules that I use to trade with the Enhanced Trades algo. First things first, I trade the ES futures, right? That's number one. Second, I set my time frames to 5 minutes. Obviously, you can go lower or higher. That's up to you, but then the results will vary. Time of day when I'm trading is only between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. And the candle type I use, instead of regular candlesticks, which people love, I use Heikin-Ashi. Why do I use Heikin-Ashi for it? It's because it in itself acts as a trend confirmation indicator as well, right? So that's why I love using it. I've found the best results with my trading to be with Heikin-Ashi candles. So what are the exact rules for entering a trade? First things first, you want to wait for the alert. Second, you want to wait for the candle to close, right? We always enter after candle to close. Third is we always enter one tick above that price. This is to avoid double top scenarios and just getting fake fills and everything, right? Because we don't want to get caught in that, because that's when we would lose. And the only time we're entering is if our order gets filled within the next 2 candles. If not, then we cancel, right? And again, I'm gonna in just a minute, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do this on the charts as well, so it's a nice clear picture. I'm just running through the rules right now just so that you guys get a good understanding on how everything works and exactly what's going through my head and what I use when I'm trading. So when not to enter a trade, right? This is one of the most important parts. First is when the signal color and the candle color don't match. For example, you have a buy signal, but then the candle is red. That's not good. That means it's a false alert. Just don't go with it. Second, when the signal candle is a doji candle. As we know, if you're not experienced with trading, doji candles are unbiased candles, right? Both buyers and sellers are not in control. They're still trying to debate, okay, which side should we push this into? So if I ever see a doji candle, I just exit the market because it's not worth the risk of something reversing on me. And when the candle size is more than 10 points. What do I mean by that? So when you measure out the candle itself in the 5-minute charts, if it moved more than 10 points, then from the low of the candle to the high, then I don't get in. Why is that though? That's because whenever the ES market, right, the ES futures, I have noticed a big trend where whenever the market moves above 10 points, the majority of the time it ends up pulling right back down afterwards. It might go up for a couple of bars, maybe for like 10-15 minutes, and then right after that they'll start coming right back down. There are some times where, you know, the ES will rally and just keep going, and yeah, that's awesome. But like most times I have noticed that after a big 10-point move that quickly in a matter of 5 minutes or less, it ends up reversing because it's just a quick pump and then all the sellers just step right back in. So now let's just go right back to the charts and show you guys how I see it, right, when I'm trading. So this is an example right here on something we would have got in on. And you guys might be thinking, oh, you got an alert here, why didn't you get on there? But that doesn't confirm with our rules, right? First things first, we wait for our buy alert. Then we would place our order one tick above, right? And we would wait the next 2 candles. And this is just an alert coming for me as a sell signal. Let's not worry about that. But going back to this point right here where I would have put the order right there, right? Let me see if I can draw it. I would have put my order right there at that blue line, right? One tick above. And what would happen is in the next 2 candles, if price did not cross that candle high, then I wouldn't have got in. I would just cancel my order and then look for the next move, because what we're trying to catch is that pre-momentum entry points, right? Get in right before they take off, just like this next example that we're going to get into. So here, our entry point, because our algo will draw out these lines for us, right? These are our take profit lines and our stop loss lines. The white line is always our entry point, right? And how we enter is we wait for it to close, we get the alert, everything's done, the 5-minute candle has closed, and then right at the end, I'll put my order one tick above. So if entry point was at 34.14, I'd put my order at 34.14 and 25 cents. This, trust me, this helps out so much. You avoid double top scenarios. It becomes so useful. So that's why it is one of the rules I use, and I use it strictly. And then I just write it out, right? My stop loss is at 34.02. And then once it hits level 1, I'll move my stop to break even, and then I'll let it ride out to level 2 and level 3. And once it hits level 2, I'll move my stop up to level 1, take profit level 1, and then go from there, and then go to level 3. And then if I wanted to, I will let it continue, but most times I just take it out at level 3, and that gave us a nice little profit of like 2,400. Because it's 24 points on the ES. And we trade 2 contracts, so 2,400 times 50 times 2, 2,400. And I'll show you guys another example, because I'm not saying this is a system that it'll work. Every single alert is amazing an alert, right? No, that's not the way any trading system works. There's no such thing as a 100% win rate with any trading system. We do have a high win rate, but it varies from month to month. And I'm always honest with you guys about everything according to that, right? All my results and everything are always transparent, and I keep it straightforward. There's a full reason why we only trade till 12. Why is that? 8 to 12, you only trade 4 hours, but I see people trading all day and then they're making so much. No, because like after you've been trading for a while, you end up realizing, hey, trading more isn't really the best. Having that 1 trade or 2 trades a day is more than enough to first create income and just grow your account exponentially, right? That's what I've been doing. The whole point of this channel is to help you guys out and blog about my life and show my trading journey, as well as just trying to help people out in the way. So right here is our 12 o'clock mark. And after this, we just walk away from our desk. I don't even look at the market after 12 unless I'm in like swing positions with stocks, but that's another story. But for the futures, between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's the morning session for the New York, and that's when we trade. Why? Because it's where the most volume is. That's where the institutions are putting all their money in. That initial pump, right? And you want to be with the trend. You want to be making sure you have good volume when you're trading. I'll show you guys a couple more examples. I don't trade throughout the night. There are some nice alerts that come throughout the night. Like, don't get me wrong. But I found it that the best results come from when you're trading in the morning. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And this is another example. The next day, we had 9:35. We had an entry at 34.97.25. Our algo alerted. We waited. We put our order 1 tick above. So 34.9750, and then we would write it out. In this case, you would see a better chance of understanding how you move your take profit levels, right? So we entered at the white line plus 1 tick. We placed our stop at the bottom red line, right, at 34.8875. Take profit level 1 got hit right here, and then we move our stop up to break even. Why do we do that? Because we do that because we care about risk management. Guys, if you guys trade without risk management, then you guys probably realize that, hey, your portfolios have been going up and down, but then you're kind of just standing still, really just breaking even over time, or you're negative in your account. And that's what happens when you don't put a good focus on risk management. What the enhanced trades algo does is it's not only something that provides proper entry points or anything of that sort, it's more focuses on the risk management aspect as well. It gives you the entry point, it gives you the stop loss, and then it gives you exact points to take profit, right? Because what happens is at our take profit levels, price tends to reverse a little bit sometimes. That's why we got to be careful. And that's why we move it up to break even. So once it hits level 1 take profit, we move our stop up to break even, and then we let it ride out. Hits level 2, we move to level 1, and then if it hits level 3, we take it out completely, right? And then let's go to another example, right? And you have to understand that this isn't a system where you're gonna get alerts like every single second, or I have to be over trading and everything, right? No, that's not the case. Like, it's focused on finding the proper moves, the correct moves, and then we just follow our rules that we have set for it. Again, all those rules, I will post a link to the Google Doc below, or you can just pause the video in the beginning where I was talking about this. Whatever floats your boat, right? And then I'll get into the results of this as well. I'm just gonna go through some more examples and show you guys. So right here, another alert. Get in, boom, ride it out. Hit level 1, move to break even. Hit level 2, move to level 1. Hit level 3, boom, take it out for profit. Walk away. What happened after hit level 3? Most times after it hits level 3, if it's not a complete rally, then it's gonna end up reversing. And that's exactly what happened. And here I'll show you some times where it didn't work, right? So I tell you guys when it does work and when it doesn't work, because I'm completely honest about everything here. So here is a perfect example of a day where it didn't work, right? We got that sell alert. It's between 8 and 12. It's under 10 points, right? Candle size. And oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention is the candle size, right? Here. We measure it out from top to bottom. This was 7.5 points in this 5 minutes. And that wasn't okay. It would fit our parameters, and we're going to enter. That's what we do. We have to stick with the algo and run it through. We got in 1 tick below the low of the price, that entry, right? 35.48. We got in at 35.47.75, but then it started reversing on us, right? We saw this doji candle and we're like, okay, once we see this doji candle forming after our alert comes in and we're in a play, that's a point where you want to exit your position, try to get out for break even if it can just push down a little bit, or else we just end up taking the loss, right? And why did this happen? So this algo works amazingly when you are in good markets and everything, but when the market gets choppy and sideways, that's when you're going to see some more alerts come back to back. Because before, when I showed you the examples, we only saw that 1 alert, 2 alert, but it was like very spread out. When it gets choppy, you might get like a lot more alerts, and they might be false alerts, right? But again, that's why we have those entry rules of wait till candle closes, wait till it breaks below by 1 tick, right? Because if you just saw this sell alert right here and you got in, then boom, you'd have been like, oh, I got in and it reversed on me, I lost, right? But if you just waited that 1 second where it's like, hey, let me put my order 1 tick below that entry price, then you just saved yourself of losing out on a big move, right? It's like you saved yourself from a losing trade. Here we got caught, and that's okay because we were trying to trade the chop. But one thing I do normally is when I start noticing a range or a chop, I personally don't enter any trades because it's not worth the risk. And that's what happened, right? I took this trade, I lost on it, and then this one right afterwards came. So I was like, okay, let me take this one. Maybe we're finally trying to push up. But then what happened? I saw, boom, it pushed up, and then I saw this doji candle, and then I moved my take profit level to break even, and I tried to get out of break even as fast as possible, and I was lucky enough to get out of break even plus 1 tick here just because of the filling. But whenever I see a doji candle right next to our right next to our entry, or right after we enter immediately, then I just get out of break even or try to get out as fast as possible, right? Because that means trend is potentially reversing because buyers are not in control anymore in this situation, and we have a potential reversal, and that's exactly what happened with the market, right? And you're probably like, okay, now let's see the results, right? Because we see, okay, we get these alerts, we get these nice pumps and everything. Let's go to the results. Again, past performance never guarantees future results. We all know that. Every single day in the market is a little different, so that is something we have to be aware of. But this has been a system that's been working for me, and I make it available for you guys as well, and I'll get into that next. But July, the results from the algo, this is it, 75% win rate. We had about 15 wins, 4 losses, 1 break even. And we'll understand like exactly why we have break even movements and exactly why we have those take profit levels and why we focus on risk management, right? Because look at our winners and then look at our losers, right? Risk to reward is always in our favor. We're always trying to win more than we're trying to lose, right? Here we lost 500, 350, 600, 225, right? But let's see, how much were we winning? 650, 725, 575, 3,175, 1,500, 1,400, 1,000, 2,300, 1,800. So like when you compare that to that, you know you're gonna be profitable. And July was a great month, and even before July, it was great because like COVID, more volatility. We're getting some nice quick moves. August, price dropped, right? Started evening out a little bit, so went from 15,000 to 9,000. But again, this all depends. Like if you want to put in more contracts, obviously you'll make more, or you know, it varies. August, 79% win rate. We had a lot of trades in August actually because we had 19 trades. Losses were only 5, and break even were 0 because we didn't have that month. It wasn't getting choppy a little bit. But September, that was getting choppy a little bit. It was a bit slow, but we still got some good moves. We had 12 wins, 5 losses, 6 break even, and then, you know, winners minus losers, 13,000, 65% win rate. And then October was a very slow month. We only had 9 wins, 2 losses, 5 break even because October we saw that, hey, this was very choppy. And this is October 2020. I don't know when you guys are watching this, but yeah, we had a lot of break even points, but that saved us from losing out on money, right? It was lower than what we made, but we still had a good month. Nice profitable month. And November, we're already beat October, and it's only halfway through the month. November so far, we've had 4 wins, 1 loss, and don't look at this break even number yet because it's calculating everything in here before everything's calculated, right? At the end of the month, that's when we calculate it. But if I remove this, 4 to 1, right? 80% then, and you'll have access to all the results from the algo as well. And I post these, I update these daily. So whenever that alert pops up, again, following the same rules. The algo follows this rules for the ES futures. 5 minutes, morning 8 to 12, Heikenasha candles, wait for the alert, get in 1 candle, 1 tick after, and just ride it out, right? And move our stops up. Once it's at break even, I kind of just let it ride. I get eased and I'm like, okay, now I can walk away from my desk if I have to. I'll just let it run. right? So how can you get access to this algo is probably one of your questions after watching this, right? And I will leave a link right down below in the YouTube description, and you guys can click the Enhanced Trades website and come right to this channel, right? And what you can do is check the website out. You'll see, we'll talk about exactly how it is, what it does for you. You'll see how it works. We'll explain how to take your profits and what's included, right? You get the trading algorithm, you get access to the Discord channel, and you get access to the trading course, just to understand, teach you guys the basics of trading as well, because I realize that a lot of people don't have that, and people are paying lots of money for that when they shouldn't. So the trading course is actually free. I will leave that link below. I created this just out of goodwill, just to help people out, because I saw there's too many people getting scammed out for courses out there. So I was like, you know what, I got to stop this, do my fair part, and I made that course free, so you guys can use that at any time you want. So definitely check that out. But yeah, the best part is, if you're watching this video, definitely do subscribe and do press the like button. But then, because you are watching this video and you are a supporter of the channel, I will be giving you guys the first month of the algo completely for free. So all you have to do is go to checkout, use the code YouTube. I'll leave that in the link below as well, and you guys can, get the first month completely free, no charge. I'm not trying to do anything, because my belief is, right, you guys see all these traders like always like, oh, they're making this profit, they're making this profit, but that doesn't make a difference to your bank account, right? That doesn't make a difference to your account, regardless of your real trading, paper trading, whatever you're doing, right? And just getting in the market. I want people to test it out and see for themselves that this is a system that actually works, right? That's why I give it out for free for the first month, because that's more than enough time. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm going to give you like 2 days free so you can like look at it, but then you don't really understand it, right? I give you a whole month for free. Definitely sign up. Use that code YouTube when you're checking out. You'll get the first month completely free. And that way you can see, hey, this is something that actually works, and this is something I can use, because all you need for the system is, one, you need to have a TradingView account. TradingView account you can create for free. You add the algo. We teach you the rules, exact rules. I also live stream from time to time, and you'll see me taking algo trades right in action, right? The only thing is, you need, again, like I said, your charts, you need discipline, and you need patience, because we're not a system that's going to pop out alerts every single second like some other people, and then you start losing all your money, right? I personally trade this, and you guys see that all the time. That's why I have those live streams, to show you guys, hey, I trade this and you guys can too, right? So that's the deal. But yeah, definitely go check us out. Follow us, join that Discord channel. I'll leave a link down below as well. You guys can chat with me at any time. And if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to either email me or chat me in the Discord. Always happy to talk. But yeah, definitely sign up for the algo. Use that code, get the first month for free. Check it out for yourself. See the results. Paper trade it if you want. And yeah. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.